Oh no. Oh no. Oh. You know the problem with buying Nerf blasters off the internet and not in a store is you get things you weren't expecting. Like well, this is what I thought would be cute little internal magazine suppressor pistol dude. Yeah, this thing is huge. Maybe that doesn't really come across on camera, but here's a retaliator for scale. What the crap? No, seriously, this thing is so big, it's like almost unusable as a pistol. It's bigger than a Madness would ever be. It's probably bigger than a Cyclone Shock. What is going on with the Shadow ICS-6? This is the new blaster in the Modulus Ghost Ops line. This is what came after the Evader. It's what works with all the new clear little accessories, all 2 of them, one of which you probably don't want, and now that I look at this, I don't even think this thing has a top rail anyway, so that's gonna be really fun. I just noticed it has 2 rails on the side of the blaster. That just looks goofy. I bet there's nothing on the other side, too. And, okay, so I should be really excited for this, because it's a internal magazine pistol. Of course, I'm all about the internal magazines. So I'm really hoping this thing is good. Plus, it's got a grip guard. A grip guard with an end strike rail attachment. I'll be perfectly honest, I have not seen any reviews about this thing, so I have no clue. But some people have told me it's a little bit disappointing. There's a lot of rails on this blaster. One there, one there. There's 2 there. There's probably more on the other side, hopefully. It's not completely asymmetrical, but whatever. It's load 6 darts, so it's a 6-round internal magazine, which is pretty nifty. It's got a new suppressor kind of thing, which honestly I think looks better than the one that came with the Evader. Of course, you could put the Evader muzzle on here to have maximum tactical advantage. And, yeah, it just says attach all the accessories. Like, it has a stock point. Oh, God, that's like the one thing a pistol shouldn't have. Alright, well, this thing's huge. I should mention I bought this off Amazon for $25. There'll be a link down in the description below, but you might have to wait a little while because last time I checked, this thing now sells for double what I paid for on Amazon because it's sold out. You know what I mean? Big mean reviewer YouTube guy stealing all the toys from the kids. Something to note is that there is no range claims on the box, which is mighty convenient for this blaster. There we go. Oh. Okay, so the other side, yes, does not have anything. So this is what you... Hey, it's pretty reasonably comfortable. 3 AAA batteries installed in the grip already for your light effect, but yeah, that's not too bad. Oh. Is that just always open at the top? Really? That's a wee bit different than all of the other ones we've ever used. Kind of similar to like to the good old Speed Load 6 here. Huh. Yep, you can load darts in it at any, which is kind of goofy now that I think. How is this thing going to work? Oh my God, when you pull this thing back, it's going to breach around. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hey, it actually does light up there pretty fast. Oh, there's actually a little LED thing up there too. Oh, wow, there's actually an LED in the muzzle to make sure that actually, that's just kind of nifty. So yeah, if you put that, boom, you get even more light. You actually get like a little flash. I don't know how, you can't really see that at all, but it actually does flash a light through the barrel. And you can actually use it as a flashlight in very low light conditions, so yeah. Interesting. I'm going to load this, and I have very, very mixed feelings about this mechanism now. I don't foresee this being very good at all. The plunger tube itself, since it is transparent, is tiny. Absolutely tiny. So that is the entirety of the plunger tube right there, and it is about the size of a dart. So I would say almost retaliator size, except for it's actually smaller, which is not good. Just about everything about this is turning out to be not good. And I don't like that kind of thing. I want this to be a good blaster. All right, let's test the internal magazine. What's that? It's because I pulled it back a little bit. Oh. Do I actually have to load them in like that? Oh, okay, it's not that bad, but you can't just shove them in there. You have to, oh no, you have to actually push them down like that. Quite deliberate with your reloads. And then you pull that. How does that even work? The answer is it doesn't work. What is this mechanism? What is that? Okay. I did not plan this. I think the jolt hits harder. People said this was a little disappointing. That's an understatement. Look at what happens here. When you prime this back, it pushes the dart back. It doesn't have a bolt. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh no. I wanted this to be good. Like, I'm even trying to sit here, like, really quick, like, could I mod this to make it better? And the way this system works, okay, so there is some help, because if you could extend this really, really terrible barrel bolt thing to where it actually is a barrel, it would be pretty good, except for the part where when you prime it back, it still doesn't completely seal around the dart. Hasbro! You, like, don't make internal magazine blasters because you make them so terrible! This is abysmal! Why is this so bad? Okay, I'm saying it's bad. Let's get chronograph and range test in there. End conclusion. Everyone, let's be real for just a moment. This is terrible. This is a terrible blaster in pretty much every way. And allow me to explain. When I say something like that, I mean, if you like this thing and you like it for whatever reason, that's completely fine. If you want to still buy one after this review because you happen to like what it is, that is also fine. But I cannot in good conscience recommend this blaster because it is just not good and, in my opinion, not worth the money. Because there's a couple of things that really hold it back. Yes, it is a pretty cool looking internal magazine carbine looking thing. It's okay. I like the barrel, I like the shorter muzzles and stuff like that, and I like how this one's clear, so that's awesome. It has tons of parts for you to put end strike rail attachments on it. I mean, it's got an internal magazine. I should absolutely love that. But this is where things start to fall apart, because the Shadow ICS-6 is massive. It is way too big for what it's trying to be. This will never let you get a barrel on this blaster. You cannot get a functional breech barrel in the Shadow ICS-6 without completely overhauling the entire system, and I don't see that happening. There's not enough room here. Because even if you were to notice that the breech is already back here. So when I prime it, it's pulling a dart. That is the barrel. There's nothing here. This gap, it's completely open. So you cannot physically get a barrel. You could put a barrel between the gap and the front, but you can't gap back here unless you don't want the internal magazine. And then you fire it, and that's that. You can put a spring upgrade in here, but you're never going to get enough power out of that spring because there's really not a whole lot of ways to build pressure because you have a little tiny barrel and then you have whatever this is supposed to be as a breech. I think this is just a guide. And I would love to be proven wrong on that, but I have it under pretty good confidence that that's not going to happen. The Shadow ICS-6 is also $25, which is a lot for a blaster like this. It's more expensive than a Strife. It's about as expensive as this is a $15 blaster. There's no way this is a $25 blaster. It is a $15 blaster. And if I have to point out something that's around this price range that's good, the Nail Biter fires about the same velocity as this and is double action semi-auto with a 8-shot capacity. The lights are cool, and I do really like the fact that when you put the barrel on there, it presses down a micro switch, which lights up the barrel because there's one more LED up there. And there's even an LED that's kind of glowing towards the back to light up any kind of stock they put out in the future, I guess, but you could probably do without getting the Shadow ICS-6. This is heartbreaking. You know me more than anyone if you've been watching this channel for long enough. This is the kind of blaster I was really hoping would be good. I bought this before I found out anything bad about it, but it's not. It's pretty awful, and I'm extremely disappointed. I just don't see a future for the Shadow ICS-6 at all. Maybe you could have some fun with it. I find loading this thing to be extremely annoying, and honestly, you would have a better time just getting a spring upgraded Speed Load 6, even though that's reverse plunger. You would have more mod potential out of it than this one. And I stand by that. Let me know what you think about the Shadow ICS-6 if I got this wrong down in the comment section below. I don't feel I did, but if I'm straying from the one true path, then I would very much rather get your opinions on it because Shadow's bad. It's pretty awful, and I don't recommend it, but if you like it, it's a thing that exists, and you can totally get it. I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.
You gotta